Okay, so this is the API URL, projectapi.jirasim.in. You will find the API over here. Okay, employee management. A simple project is there, but APIs are so many APIs are there. Okay, majorly module I will be explaining first, like what are the major module. So first, whenever we talk about employee management, what is the application about? If we say employee management, what will be the project idea?
Employee management.
Right? Means first employee module will be there, where we will do the CRUD operation of employee. Correct?
If there is admin login also.
Yeah, login will be there. Login will be there, who will be creating employee and everything. But if you see the employee object, where it is create employee. So if you see the create employee object, what is the primary key over here? See, this is the employee object. What is the primary key over here?
Employee
ID,
And what is the foreign key?
department ID.
Okay. So everyone clear about foreign key? Like what is foreign key?
ID. Yes, yes.
Foreign key
So
means this department ID will come from some another API. Correct? So we have to show the drop down of department. Then we have to, whatever the department we select, that ID will go into the employee object. Clear? So
yes.
when you are doing a CRUD operation of employee, you need to show first, and again with the department we have two means, we have parent department and inside that we have child department. So child department we need to send. So there are two different types of department. Where it is, see, first this is the get parent department. This API, let's try it. Okay, so these are the parent department. Currently we have only 4 parent department. Let's say this is the one department, that is department ID is having 5358. Okay, now we need to check, here we have to get that dependent drop down. If we select parent department, on the selection of parent department we have to get the child department. So this API, get child department by parent ID, this API we need to use, and here we need to pass the department ID. It's empty. Somewhere department will be there where we have the department, or we can create it. Let's try this department. Yeah. So here you can see in this parent department, we have one department. So this ID actually we need to send, not the parent department ID. Child department ID we need to send while registering employee. Okay. So first is like employee page is there, but in employee page, we have dependent department drop down. I will guide you like how we are going to do it, but just let me just explain. Department drop down, first API, get parent department. Okay. This is the first API we need to call. And whatever the data we get, that we will showcase in the drop down. On the drop down change, we need to call second API, dependent drop down. That will be get the department by parent department ID. This API. Okay. Then your normal post API. Okay. So this is about employee. But this project is not just about the employee creation. Like how IT companies work, service-based IT companies, how we have two types of companies, service-based, and we have two types of IT companies. What are those?
Service and
Service-based,
product.
right? Product-based. What is the difference between product-based and service-based?
Product based company will create our own product, and service based companies provide the services.
To
For those products.
no.
Like externally,
Service-based means who are the customer of service-based? Who will be the
some
customer?
banks are,
Anything, client, correct?
yeah,
And product also has the client. Product-based company also has the client, but client will use their product, correct? Like,
yeah.
let's say, what will be the product base? Zoho. Everyone has heard about Zoho?
So,
Tell me you didn't heard about Zoho. Zoho, you must have seen this guy. Have you seen this guy, Sridhar? Really?
no,
Oh my God. Anyone know
first time.
Tally? Tally? Tally also, you guys, how? Tally is very basic Windows application for accounting.
Tally.
That banking
Tally.
software.
Yeah,
Yeah,
banking
yeah, I
software
know.
Tally, right? So, before Zoho, Tally was the only player in that accounting software. There was no means from, let's say, from when software industry is there, means from Windows application around, I don't know exactly, but till now, let's say before up to 2005, only Tally was there. Every office, let's say any office, either it is a manufacturing office, either it is a sales office, banking office, any office, everywhere only one software was getting used. That was Tally, and it was a Windows application. There was a courses also for to learn the to how to use that Tally software. You have to join the courses also, right? BCom guys, CAs normally use that software, right? There was no player for Tally. It was that much properly created. But then Zoho came up with their accounting software. Okay. So Zoho normally started their equivalent version of Tally, but then they created so many other applications also. Now their applications are getting used in Salesforce also. Small application they have developed, but their applications are getting used in another applications also. So Zoho, just read his story. He's very well-known man in India. Okay, you guys don't know, so it's like a shame to us Indian, right? We should be aware like who is this. Okay, now, so what I was telling you, how software industries work. So Zoho is a product by Zoho Corporation. So this Zoho, whatever there now there are so many products created by Zoho. So every product has different client. Okay. Now coming back to service-based client. So how service-based companies works? So service-based, let's say if we talk about TCS, how many client TCS might have? So many, correct?
Yes.
Let's say if we talk about TCS or Infosys or Wipro, any service-based company. Okay. So what service-based company has? They have many clients. Okay. How many clients project has with, let's say, if we talk about SBI, let's say currently we are talking about TCS. TCS has one client, that is SBI. How many projects SBI might be having with TCS? How many projects SBI might be having with TCS? Guys, you should know like how IT industries works, right? Let me open the Excel. Do you know who runs the SBI? Like whatever the applications we normally use
It's
from
with
SBI,
TCS only, sir.
right? TCS has almost of its applications.
So it'll be only one project, but
No,
internally many projects it's
right?
going to handle.
So let's say TCS is a IT company who has first client as SBI. How many projects SBI might be having? So many. Banking is also there. Then share market trading application might be there. Then Mediclaim. What do we call it in Mediclaim? No?
Mediasis.
Insurance or something. No?
Life insurance.
So many projects are there which are with TCS from SBI. Then let's say Maharashtra government or let's say Indian government. Which project has is there with TCS from Indian government? Everyone knows.
Entrance exam,
IRCTC.
Hmm?
government exam. Government
IRC,
exam.
No, IRCTC is not Indian government body. It's a altogether different body, na? Indian government. What is that project which has TCS from Indian government? Passport office. Have anyone visited passport office?
yes, yes. Yes, there'll
TCS
be a
take cares
logo
of the
also.
password, right? They have everywhere in that office. So passport
Yes.
office. Passport office, we will say. Then anyone has visited any sanctuary, tiger sanctuary or anything? We have to book the safari. Anyone has visited any sanctuary, tiger sanctuary or anything? So we have to
No.
book the safari, right? Before visiting, we have to first book the safari. So almost all the, let's say if we talk about Maharashtra, in Maharashtra we have Tadoba, or in Madhya Pradesh we have Pench. So all these sites, means forest sites, we have from where we book the safari, all are handled by TCS. So you understood? So let's say TCS is a company. He has currently two clients. There are so many clients. SBI is a client. SBI has certain four projects. Then Indian government is another client which has two projects with TCS. Okay. Till now it is clear. This is how our
Yes.
service-based companies works. Now TCS has SBI client, and from SBI client we have this four project going on. Now banking projects. So in TCS there are so many employees working. They might be having some application now which will manage this, like what are the clients we have, what are the projects every client have, right? How many projects for a particular client have, then how many employees are working on the particular project. Let's say if we talk about banking project, so around, let's say 2000 employees are working on a banking project. Again, there might be different application, but if we say broadly, around 2000 employees are working on the banking project of SBI. On share market trading, around 3000 employees are working. On Mediclaim, let's say 500 people are working. Now, out of this 200, who is leading this project? Who is responsible to? Someone might be responsible, na? At the top, like person A is responsible for banking project, person B is responsible for trading application. Correct? Then this is about what is the client, what are the projects, how many employees are working on that particular project, who is leading that project, and now what is remaining now? We have documented everything. What is remaining? One part is remaining. That is very important part. What is remaining to document? See, these are client. Okay. These are projects. These are employees working. Lead by. Who is leading the particular project? Now tell me what is remaining in the picture. Try to guess what is remaining in this picture. We are trying to create an application where we will manage the whole data of our company. So we have created client, we have created project of the client, we are assigning employees to the particular client, we are assigning, we are from that 2000 employees, particular employee who is leading this particular project, we said that also. What is remaining? One thing is remaining that we should have to document in our application. What might be it?
Profit.
Payment or profit. Payments, na, normally service based, we are working for the client, right? So client will pay us. SBI will be paying TCS, na? Indian government will be paying TCS, correct? Whatever the employees we said, like on this banking project, around 2000 employees are working. For every developer, bank that SBI will pay TCS according to the various experience employee working, correct? So we have to get the payment info also. Okay. For one particular project, there might be multiple payment. Okay. So this is whatever we said. This will be every IT company will have an application. That is our application we are going to do. So employee first, like we have to create the employee. Now coming back to our module, employee is done. Then if you see the APIs now, it is very clear. After that, we have, where it is, client. We don't have client. Create project employee. Where is create employee? Project employee, create project. Okay. So here only I have added the client name. Client API is not there, but while creating project, we need to specify the client name. Okay. So once you created employee, then next step is the project. In project, you need to specify the client name. Project was getting very big, so that's why I have skipped that client part. Otherwise, we would have the client API also. But client name, we just need to provide the client name over here. So this is the API for creation project. So after employee is created, we have to create the project. Okay. Once project is created, here we have the project employee or the project APIs, create all project, create project, update project, delete project. Then once project is created, in that project, we need to add the project employee. See here, what is the primary key? This API is responsible to add particular employee to the particular project. What is the primary key over here?
Project ID.
No, primary key. See, what is the
Employee
API name?
project ID.
Create project employee. So what will be the primary
Oh.
key,
Employee project ID.
right? And project ID is
Foreign
Foreign
key.
key.
so when you create the form, this is primary key. We don't showcase primary key in the form. Project ID. So here you need to show the drop down of project, which you will get it from over here. Get all project. Okay. And then this assign date and employee ID. This is also again foreign key. Here you need to display the employee drop down. Okay. Assign date, role, and is active or not. So this is the API to add like which employee is working on which project. Okay. So first is employee creation, then we have project, then we have project employee, adding project employee. We will call it as adding employee to project. Okay. Then adding project employee is there. Then leave is also there. Oh, sorry. I'm explaining another project. That is client Strive. Where is client Strive? Sorry. That is on pre API. Almost APIs are same in this project also. Let it open. Okay, screen is visible. Screen is visible now properly. Guys, am I audible properly?
Yeah, hello.
Audible properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So APIs are over here, client Strive. Okay. So here we have the proper client API. So I forgot that. So here you can see I said like client API is also there. So first employee will be there. Once employee is created, we need to do the client CRUD. Whatever the various clients we have, that we have to create. Client Strive is the name. Okay. So once employee is created, then we have to create the client. Once client is created, then we have to create the client project. See, add update client project. Once client project is created, then we have to add the employee to the project. Okay. Now some more approach is there. So we said like client created, then project created. What are the employees working on the project? That is also added. So once project start, we have multiple meetings also with the client, right? So we need to document that also. So for that, we have meetings also. Meetings will be based on the project. See, project ID is there. And if meeting is there, who was leading the meeting from our side? So we need to provide the employee ID also. Okay. So again, like whoever will be working on that particular project, you just have to analyze it. Again, I will be answering your queries. You will have so many queries, but just I'm giving the overview, like what project is about. Okay. So once client is created, project is created, employees has been added to the project, then we will have meetings also. Once meeting is there, then we outcome of the meeting. Let's say project has started. We have delivered some module. Okay, after that we have a demo with client, means we have a meeting with client. Then client suggested some changes. No, like we don't want this, we need some new things. Like, so in the meeting, whatever we have discussed, that also we need to document. So that we will call it as a project change. So again, we have some API or that. And after that, at the last, we have the payment. Okay. So employee is there, client is there, project is there, project employee is there. Then once project is created, we have meetings also. Project meetings, we can call it as project meetings. Once meeting is there, project change is there. And after that, project payment is there. So around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 modules are there, major module. Then again, we have login, dashboard, and small things are there. Login and dashboard is there. So this is the whole API. This is the whole project. Understood? Clear everyone? Project?
Yep.
Anyone has any doubt? This is just overall. I am not talking about all the API, what we have in on that API, but just overall, like what are the modules, what project is already about. Clear? Guys, anyone have any doubt? Okay. So now we are going to do this as a group. So everyone has to take a responsibility of the particular module. Okay. Now, whenever we work on any company, how we normally do, who is not working out of you? Who doesn't have any working experience?
One second. Can you just brief me? Small brief. Just I joined, right?
From when you joined?
No, only the project you said.
Just the project I have explained. Like, what is the project about? You
Yeah.
got the project idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. That's what I missed.
You missed the project idea?
I missed the project idea.
See, Dia, you are working already, no?
Yeah. I'm working.
Okay. So see, if we talk about service-based company, how service-based company work? We have multiple clients, right? Multiple client will have multiple projects, correct? On multiple projects, multiple employees will be working, and we
Yeah.
receive the billings also from that client for that particular project, correct?
Mhm.
So in every company, we will have a software to document everything.
Yeah.
Right? Because let's say if we talk about TCS might have so many client. Every client will have so many projects. On each project or different employees might be working. For every project, we might have different meetings also with client. We have demo call, kickoff call, so many different calls we normally do with the client, right? What are the discussion we have in the client? That everything we document, because sometimes might be happening like client might not agree, like this is not what we said. So we have to document everything, right? So in every company, we have a application to manage all that document and payment also. So we are just going to create an application where we will document everything. Okay, this is the project, and these are the various module we have. So first we will create the employee, then we will create the clients. Then once client is created, we have to create the client projects. Once project is created, we have to assign employees to the project. Once project and employees are created, then we have to initiate the project meeting. Once project meeting is done, we have to document the change, what was discussed in the meeting, and payment also. These are the various module, and after that we will have login and the dashboard also. So this is the overall project. Clear? Yeah.
So this is a employee management.
Yeah, employee management kind of.
Application. Right? Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Thanks.
So now from creating repository, now coming back to like who is fresher or who is not there, who has not worked in IT company.
Sir, me.
Apart from Jaya, everyone knows how we work in IT company, right? So everything, someone has to be responsible, correct? From creating repository, from setting up the project, right? Everyone has to do something, right? So I will just create the majorly task. Then we will just name it on every task, like who will be responsible for that task, owner. Okay. Let's say creating repository. Creating repository, and we have to provide the access also. Okay. Let's say Sonu has created repository. So remaining people, we have to provide the access of that repository also. And access. Who want to take the ownership of creating repository? Come on, guys.
On GitHub, right?
Yeah, on GitHub only.
Okay, I will.
We have to create the repository and provide the access to remaining also. Okay. Sonu. Project setup. Who will be taking the responsibility of project setup? Means once Sonu has created the repository, basic folder structure also. Basic folder structure you have to create, like pages, routing file, basic, and you need to push so that everyone will take the access, and they will start the work. Who can take the responsibility of project setup?
I can do
Okay.
it, sir.
Okay. Just take a reference of my video, how I set up the project, and do like that. We don't have to go in very deep. Whatever you guys feel so, means whatever the knowledge or whatever the topics we have done till now, like that you need to create. Okay. It should not be very neat and clean, but at least there should be something. Services, you should have a folder. For reusable component, you should have a folder like that. Okay.
Can we have a discussion on the architecture of the
No,
folder
first now
structure repository?
first you guys can discuss. You should come up with something. Then I will I will be correcting you. You guys can have a discussion on that, because you need to brainstorm on this, like what folders we should have, right? Then we will
Yeah.
together sit it together, and again we will flourish that setup. Okay. So for now, what we will do, we will just create the repository, and we will just first complete the project setup. Okay. At least today you can, after this call, you will sit and at least do this thing. Then tomorrow we will just divide the module, like who will be taking care of the which module. Fine. Because before starting, first we need the project. Then only we will start working, assigning the modules. Clear? And everyone has to take some proper time for this. Otherwise, we won't be able to complete the project. It's a small project, not a big, because we have proper team count. So we can complete this in a 1 week. Okay. Every day, whatever the pages, let's say project project employee we have assigned to Dia. So she has to take out proper work, and she has to complete it by 1 week. And it is very sufficient. Means basic CRUD operation, validation, proper UI, everything. Because everyone is going to work only on a one page, means one component. So it should be very properly, because this project you will be having with you. Okay, this you can put it in your CV also. Okay. So make sure you will be providing proper time to this. Otherwise, whatever we are doing it till now, it won't make any sense if you don't work on the project properly. Okay. So today at least, you guys can continue. Just create a repository and provide the access. Sonu, you know how do you provide the access on GitHub? Collaborators we
Not
need to add. Wait, let me show you. Everyone
only I
also
have
just pay
created.
the attention. You just have to sign up on GitHub. It is the sign in. Let me try another one. One code first, we will check. Here also it is asking to sign in. Okay, so this is the GitHub. If we have to create the new project, we just have to click on new, whatever the repository name. Let's say I'm just giving a demo name, demo repo, and you need to make it private. Okay, don't keep it public. Make it private repository. Okay, click on create repository. this will repository is created. Then if you have to provide the access to someone else, so you have to click on invite collaborators.
Yes.
See over here, click on it, provide anyone name or email ID, which is there on GitHub. Just provide email ID of the GitHub account. Anyone?
Rajashekar 4314.
Just put it on the chat window.
Yeah. Yes.
Either name or the email ID you need to put it over here. Then he will receive invitation on the Gmail. Then he can accept it. Then you can clone the repository. Just provide it me.
Yes. Yes.
Sonu, understood? After creating
Yes.
repository, from here you need to provide the access of the email IDs. Rajashekar 4314. Okay. So see, it is coming over here. You just need to click it and add Rajashekar to this repository. Raja, can you check if you have got the mail? Currently it is saying pending invite. Once Raja accept it, then it will be saying like accepted. Okay. Once Sonu will send you the email ID access now, you will get the mail. Either check the normal Gmail or the spam box you can check. You will get the mail. You just need to accept it. Once you accept it, then you will be able to see the code. Then you just have to clone it. Okay. Final.
Yeah.
So I will provide you another meeting. This is like 30-minute meeting only. So just today, just have some time, at least 30 minutes, just connect and try to clone the project, create the basic folder architecture, whatever you guys feel. So tomorrow again, we will have a discussion on that. Obviously, you will be making some mistake, but at least I want you to come up with something. Okay. Whatever we have seen till now, that only we need to see. Okay. Tomorrow again, I will provide you the improvements in that. But first you need to come up with something. Okay. APIs,
So the Angular version.
whatever latest
Uh,
18 or 17. Older version we need to create, not the newer one. With app model, we
Oh.
have to go. Second project, we will go with the latest version. Because older version is the most what we have to check. And once it is done now for tomorrow, at least just go with all the API. Client Strive is the API name. What are the APIs? What API you will use? What are the objects? What are the properties? Just try to go through, just do the analysis of the APIs. Okay. In this Swagger, we have this Client Strive. All APIs are over there.
Sir, for project setup, we will be creating separate folders like component, custom
Yeah.
directives, pipes,
Right. Everything.
services.
Correct. That is the project setup.
So, like just we'll click on add new project and just the folders you want, or like what is exactly
Folder
needed,
only.
sir, in that?
Folder only, na? See,
Only
we have
folders.
not decided who is going to work on which page. Correct. So before that, what you can do, you can just create the folders and at least some components, services, basic, right? Okay.
Sir,
Just the folder
one thing,
for
like
now.
just the folders.
Yes.
Because creating services means again, all the code we have to push it,
Right.
right?
Right. But at
So,
least if you just create the folder, you won't be able to push it. In a folder, you need to have some file. Then only you will be able to push it. If you create just the empty folder, you won't be able to push it. Inside every folder, you should have at least something should be there. So if you create a pages folder, create one component, login or something. If you create a service, create one employee service or something. Empty. It will be empty, but at least you can create. Got it?
okay.
Yeah, like that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's now 9:13 now. So at 9:13 it's so at 9:30 I will share you the meeting. You guys can connect and start at least 30 minutes you can connect and complete the project setup today. Okay. So tomorrow I will be again explaining what you guys did wrong and I will provide the suggestions. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, fine then. I will be sharing the meeting. And one more mistake is like whenever you are creating the folder, now your name should not start with the capital. Okay. So let's convert it to small case like this, and services also in small case. Okay. So up to Angular 15 now, when we used to create the Angular 15, when we used to create the project in Angular 15, sorry, we used to get environment folder where we used to keep the constant API URL and everything. But after Angular 15, they have removed it by default. So now if we need the environment folder, we have to install it. So for that also we have the command. So let's open a terminal. Now we are installing environment folder. Okay. Ng generate environments. Yes. Okay. Once I click on enter, it will create two file and it will update angular.json. See, it has created two file, environment.ts and environment.development.ts, and it has updated angular.json. See, okay. Now here it's just a constant file, but here our API URL, common API URL, we will put it over here. Again, environment related constant things, we will put it over here. Environment related, just like API. Then we have some mail options. So that kind of environment related things, we put it over here. Okay. So see what we have done in app folder, we have component. So inside this folder, why it's not renamed? See, operation not permitted. Why? Let's close the terminal. Let's try one more time. EPARAM operation not permitted. Rename component to component 18. Let's try to go to the folder and rename. Let's close it. Now it's done. Okay. So in app folder, we have got component. Component will consist all the component, or instead of component, now we will call it as a pages. Let's name it as pages. So pages will contain the component for which we are going to create the route. Okay. Means all the component of which we are going to create the route, that will go into the pages folder. Okay. Then inside core folder, we have constant and model. Let's rename this to C constant and M with small m. Okay. In core folder, we have constant and the model folder. Then we have services. Normally services can go to the core folder also. That will make more sense. So services folder, I'm moving it to core folder. Okay. So in core folder, we have constant, model and the services. Then we have shared folder. So all the reusable thing, reusable component, your custom directive, your custom pipes will go into the shared folder. Okay. So this is the normal, very basic project structure you should have. Understood, everyone? Constant.ts. And in model folder also, class.ts. Just a demo file I'm creating so that I can push it. I.ts. Okay. So this is what your folder structure should be look like. Let's push the code. Project setup, stage and commit, and then sync changes means push.
Sir, previously we were used to do the commands like commit
so we
and
can
add
we
and
can do the
push
commit
command.
also. The same thing I have done it over here. So what we normally do, first we have to stage it. So let me do some
Yeah.
changes. Let's say in constant file, export const constant. like this. Okay. So see, now if I check, first I have to check like what are the file changes I have. So what I will do, git status.
Status.
It will give me like what are the files I have done the changes. So currently I have a change in this file only. Now this file I need to stage it. So what we do, git add dot. So it will stage this file. Now again, if I try git status, you will get it in a green color. Means this file has been staged. Then we have to commit it. So git commit -m double quote your message constant file creation, whatever the message you think. Enter. Now you have committed your file. Again, if I check git status, now there are no files which are to be committed because one file change was there. I have committed that. Then git push. So same thing we can do it from there also. Got it? Git
Yes.
status, git add,
Yeah.
git commit,
Mm.
and then git push. But before pushing, every day what you guys, because all you are going to work on a single project. So what you will be doing, first you need to commit your changes, then take pull, then you need to push it. Commit, pull, push every day. Okay. Whatever the changes you have done, first you need to commit it. Then you need to take the pull. Then you need to push it. Got it? This is
Got
the
it.
what do we say, rule you need to follow. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. So yesterday you must have just done the project setup. Anyone has gone through the API? Tried to understand the API, like what APIs are there, where you will be using those API.
So, can you explain once when we are just push the first time
Yeah.
project in the GitHub? Because I also trying but getting some error.
Wait. On GitHub you are getting error.
Yes.
What is the error? Tell me. Share it your screen. See, you will be getting the error. So you need to let me know for the
I am
first time.
just using the another one. I'm just using the another.
Hmm.
I have done the
Hmm.
GitHub commit m test, right?
Hmm.
After that,
Failed to push, no? Main
this
branch might be there. You are trying to push it to the master, but by default we have main branch. So instead of pushing, just directly use git push. Try it git push directly. Git push. Enter. The current branch master has no upstream branch. Why it is saying like this? Just give me access.
I have to try that command git push --- setup upstream origin master.
Try this command.
Then try to yeah.
Wait. Copy. What it is saying, master does not match any. Git status. Okay, so these files are over here. You didn't committed any changes. Okay, so git commit -m initial. This is different project now.
yes.
Initial project. So now we have committed. Oh, you didn't set your name and everything. You need to see everywhere it is giving you the error. You need to run this command. You need to set your email ID and name for the first time. Then you run this command git commit. Then you push it. Got it? So no.
Yes.
First, you
How?
need to set this command only, na. You need to just copy it. Instead of this email ID, your email ID, your name.
Okay.
Okay. The first time setup you will need to do. You do this, then you need to commit, then you need to push it. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. share. Okay, so first we will divide the modules who is going to work on which page. So these things are done. After that, employee page. Who can take the responsibility of employee page? So employee page, we have discussed yesterday, right? These are the APIs. Create new employee. So employee page is having single with multiple scenario. So I will explain how we have to do it, but at least before that, you can design the UI. Okay. Who can take the responsibility of employee page? Or shall I assign it? Sonu?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. Now in employee page, you will be creating two components. For create employee means what do we say? For two component you will be creating. Create employee. Here you will have the form. Then employee list. Here you will have the list of the employees. Okay. Two components you will be
Okay.
creating for employee. Then we have client page. Who can take the responsibility of client page? Priti, can I assign it to you? Or Dipti? I'm assigning it to you. Client
Okay,
page.
sir.
Client page is very straightforward. See, very straightforward. You don't have any foreign key or anything, just a normal CRUD operation you need to do. But make sure you add the proper validation and proper UI design also you do. Okay. All the APIs are
Yes.
over here. And you can see add update client. Do you see update API over here? Get all client
Of
is the
course.
get API, post API and delete API. We don't have put API. So this is the API for adding and updating. If you pass client ID as 0, it will create new record. But in case of update, you will pass some client ID. Na? So the same API you have to use for update also. Got it?
Yeah, okay, sir.
So same API will be used for creating new client plus update also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this is for client. Then we have once client is created, next thing is project. Sonu is done, Dipti is done. Priti, I'm assigning you project.
Okay, sir.
Now in project, you might be having foreign key. Two foreign keys are there. First, like who is going to lead this project, mean employee dropdown you have to show, and then client ID. Which client is the project? Client dropdown also you need to show. Two API means you need to create two. You in the form you will have two dropdown. One is for the employee and one is for the client. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, for you also for everyone, you need to create two component. For form, you will create one component, and for list, you will create one more component. Okay. So employee creation, client creation, project creation. Then we have adding employee to the
Sir,
project.
two component.
Two component means,
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Okay.
see, if you are working on client page, you have to do the CRUD operation. You will need the form, and in the table, you will show the data. So you will create two component, create client and client list. In the create client, you will just have the form, and in the client list, you will have the table. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Instead of doing the whole CRUD operation in a single component, for form, we will have a different component, and for table, we will have a different component. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after project, we have project employee. Means where we will add the employee to the particular project. Okay. Raja, I'm assigning this to you. Project employee. So
Okay,
if
sir.
you see over here, you will have the foreign key. Add employee to the project. This is the API. It's a simple form. You need this is the primary key. You need to show the project dropdown and the employee, and added date. Simple date picker. Okay. And get all project employee. This is the get API. Clear?
Okay.
So once we assign the employees to the project, then we have meetings. Do we have meeting? Yeah. Project meeting. Raja is done. Saurabh. Saurabh, I'm assigning you the meeting page. Okay.
Okay, sir.
In meeting, you will be able to see project ID is the foreign key, means for which project we are going to create the meeting. Then meeting lead by EMP ID. Here you need to show the employee dropdown, means who is going to lead the employee, lead this particular meeting. So you need to show the employee dropdown. Two foreign keys are here. Okay. After project meeting, project change. Project change. Saurabh is there. Siddha. Sidhu, you will be working on the project change.
Okay. Yeah.
In
Okay.
project change
Okay.
again, foreign key will be there. Where is project change? Add update project change. So project ID will be there and approved by. Again, like after meeting, whatever the discussion we had, we need to work on that change. So that change will be approved by someone. So here you need the employee dropdown again. Okay, so two foreign keys,
Okay.
project dropdown and the employee dropdown. Okay.
Okay.
After that, last one will be our payment part. Who's Diya is not there now, so Diya will be working on it. Payment. Okay. Again, like some pages are there, but for now we will like login page and everything is there. But for now we will just complete these pages first. Okay. Clear everyone? Who has to work on which page? So everyone has done the set. Everyone has taken the pull of the project. Anyone is remaining?
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm getting error. Once again, share my screen.
Yeah, share your screen.
Sir, I still need to do actually. I missed the last class. Can you share the recordings?
Yesterday's recording. Yeah, I have it in my local. I will share.
Okay,
I have
then
just
I will.
explained the project. Okay.
Yes, sir. This is my folder.
Yeah, try to click on it. Enter.
Yeah, like
What it is saying. See, you don't have the access. Go to your mail. If you don't have the access, na repository not found will
Yeah, this,
something
yeah,
come.
this one. Yeah.
Oh no, you have the access, na.
Yeah, yes, sir. I have access.
Wait, just give me access. Click on this code. You need to copy this URL. Then you are already in the employee management. Wait.
Yeah, that is my folder name. I can get my folder name.
Let's go to project. And here we will create CMD git clone space. Or in your local, you might have some another email ID. Do you have separate email ID?
Yeah, yes.
Do you have any another email ID?
Yeah, yes, I have, sir.
I think on your local machine, that email ID is active. So you need to provide that email ID. This is something else
Okay.
email ID. Try another email ID.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then you will be able to
Okay.
clone it.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah.
So everyone start on your respective component. What you will be doing? Creating services, writing API call in that service file only. First, for tomorrow, first just complete the UI part. Means table and the form. That's it. Then we will start with if you are done with the UI part, then we can start with the writing API call function, then the component code. Okay. Everyone, first priority will be complete the UI part. Okay.
So
Yes.
can you
Yes.
please explain the project part, please? I missed it. Like
Yes.
there, I need to create one table, like the table with the drop down, right? One with
Project, na?
foreign key.
See,
Yes, sir.
Where it is? Project. Add update client project. So see, this is the object. So you need to create a form for this project name, start date, expected end date. What are the properties we have now? Just create a form first. Okay. Forget about the foreign keys. I will explain it tomorrow. But for now, just design the form that you can do. Consider these are the
Yes, sir.
field. So design the form. Just create two component. In the create component, you will design the form. And in the list component, you will design the table. This will be the API. Whatever the data you get it from this API, get all client project, you will showcase this data. Okay.
Yes.
Tomorrow
Okay,
I
sir.
will explain the
Understood.
foreign key concept one more time. Fine.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone else have any doubt? Tomorrow's target just focused on the UI part. Don't think about anything. Just complete the UI. Design the form and the table. That's it. Okay. Whatever you can think of, like either you can go with the card design or you can have a, what do we say, that breadcrumb, anything, whatever the design, or someone, if someone want to go with the model pop-up, that is also fine. Okay. Design, I will leave it up to you. We will see everyone's design. Whatever the base design we think, that we will go with ahead. Okay. Fine, everyone. So just complete the UI tomorrow. Then we will focus on one component. I will explain how you have to write the code, what should be your function name, what kind of strategy we will be following for CRUD. Then remaining, everyone has to follow the same. But before that, I will need the UI. Okay. So tomorrow's target, just complete the UI design part. Clear, everyone? Dia, I have assigned you, what was that?
Yes, sir.
Payment part. Payment page, I have assigned it to you.
Okay.
Okay. So you just need to complete the UI design part for before joining tomorrow. Then we will start the coding part. Just the UI. And for you have to create two components, one for the form and one for the table. Okay. In the form component, you will have the form, and in the table list component, you will have the table. Okay.
Okay.
So at the last, you have the payment API. Just scroll down to our project at the end. You will get the payment API. Get all payment, add payment, delete payment. Okay. These are the APIs. So just complete the UI part. Whatever the object we see over here, na, just like that, just design the UI part. Okay.
Payment. Okay.
Fine all?
Yeah.
Anyone has any question? I will put this in the
So it
place.
is going to be reactive form or
So see, it's up to you now. Some component we can go with template, some component we can go with the reactive, whatever you feel so. But try to go with reactive because template is very easy. In reactive, at least we have to write some code. So try to go with reactive. If not possible, if you are not compatible, go with template also. That is also fine. But try to go with reactive. Okay.
okay, sir.
Yeah. So tomorrow's target, just complete the UI part. Okay. Fine. Thank you all.
No
Then.
logical. No
No
logical.
logical. Just complete the UI. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Tomorrow I will explain one component. I will complete one component. Likewise, you will have an example like how you need to do it. Then you can start working on the logical part, coding part. Okay. If you think like you can work, you can start working on the coding part also. Okay. But at least UI should be completed tomorrow. Means table and the form. That's it. Okay. Let's connect tomorrow. I will share the recording today's and tomorrow yesterday's recording. I
Sir,
will.
after email ID and username provide, I just push the file.
You are able to push now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. If anyone having any issue now, just let me know. I will again start the meeting. We can again connect. But make sure everyone has cloned the project and do the npm install. Okay. Fine. Thank you all.